Hey family, what's up? It's your girl Ty, and I'm back with another video. So, as you can see from the title, this is a blackout reading. I was inspired to do this because I seen a one, maybe two other YouTubers doing this, and honestly, I really liked it because I feel like some days I'm just sitting around the house, not doing anything. And y'all know me, I get on here looking a hot freaking mess and still give y'all my word. However, I figured this is a way that I can share my word with you guys and also allow myself to be free and liberated in my own little cozy home, looking however I choose to look that day. Today, I look beautiful as always, but I just wanted to be more behind the scenes. And it's funny because I've been really feeling like that lately. But this video is not about me, it is about my babies. As you can see from the title, before I start this video, I want to do a big shout out to my Lexi. I love you to pieces. And to let you guys know that this video is brought to you guys because of my baby Lexi. She reached out to me and she wanted me to make a video about bullying because she's been dealing with it in school. So here we go. So first off, I want to start off by saying I love you guys. I too was bullied when I was in school. One of my worst experiences, I would say, would be also in elementary school. Um, Lexi is in the fifth grade. So I want to kind of focus on that age group because this video is brought to you guys because of her experiences. So I've really been thinking back on my younger days when I had to deal with the bullying so that I can be able to really remember and reflect on how I felt when I had to deal with it myself. First off, I do want to say that the reason why you're getting targeted is because of the light that's within you. As a child, I didn't really quite understand the light that I held. And as I grew up, because I didn't understand the light that I held, I kind of allow it to diminish a little. I know now that although I didn't see my light back then, everyone else did. You see, when God created us, God knew exactly who is going to answer the calling because we all have the spark inside of us that when it sparks, you can either answer the calling or you simply won't. Um, some of us have had, um, grew up in homes where we were taught to love and respect others. Some of us didn't grow up in those homes. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is to get us to understand that it was destined for you to have this light shine bright like it does. And when you are destined for greatness, like you are, people will always see it. Because it's kids who may not be as fortunate as you are to be able to isolate their self from their environment and the place that God placed them and really focus on their inner self, which is the love and the light that you hold within you. You see, we don't we don't try to hurt other people or try to put someone else down to make ourselves feel good. We naturally feel good about ourselves. And because of that, it irritates others who don't feel the same about themselves. I want you to know that every single person who try to tear you down and bully you, they're envious of something that you have. It's something about you that they want. And because they're not receiving that natural radiating love for themselves that you shine, they're intimidated by you. So when someone is intimidated by you and they see that you have something that they don't have, a lot of times the ego kick in, especially as, you know, as kids, because when you get older, you will understand how to balance your emotions better. But for those who, as I just spoke of, as young kids that have a lot of things that they're not happy about within their own self, within their own lives, within their own environments, when they see others that's opposite, that can make someone very envious of you. People don't like when they feel like someone else is living this happy, go lucky life, when they know deep inside that they don't feel the same way about theirs. So what they do is they try to like deflect their feelings on you. So they try to come around and tear you down to make their self feel better. Because they don't want you to be happy. They want you to be miserable like them, because miserable love company, for one. And the thing about that is that God sees all. And when you continue to show up every day being the happy, blessed child that you are of God, God will continue to bless you. You see, what the enemy wants you to do is feed into it and allow those people who are envious and jealous of you to provoke you to act like them. You see, you walk around every day happy because you have God in your life. Those who don't, they walk around every day miserable. So the devil comes to take your joy. And see, the devil doesn't have access to us, but the devil uses others to get to us. So a lot of times the devil will use a low vibrational person. And what makes a person low vibrational? How they feel. So if you feel like you're not worthy, you're vibrating low. But when you know your worth and you understand that God is in your life, you show up every day shining like the star that you are, with that joy in your heart and surrounded all around you. And people can sense that and see that in you. And the devil uses those people to steal your joy from you. So what do? We don't allow it to happen. If someone if someone give you a negative comment or try to tear you down, you know what you do back? You give them a compliment and you smile. If someone tell you that they feel like something that you have on is ugly, you smile at them and let them know, I think it's beautiful. That's why I picked it. Go into details. Tell them about the different patterns in whatever it is that they're trying to tear you down about, and let them know every single part of that object that you think is beautiful about it. Don't allow people to allow you to depict yourself and feel as though it's something wrong with you when it's everything right about you. You see, the reason why they're attacking you is not because everything about you is wrong, it's because everything about you is right. And they can't stand that because everything in their life might not be peaches and cream. And the crazy part about that is, guys, is that your life may not be peaches and cream neither. But when you show up, it looks like that. Because the way that God has positioned you, you're going to shine no matter what. So the next time someone try to bully you or bring you down, remember, if you are the target, then you are blessed. Because misery loves company. So they're trying to get more company. They're not going to go after the miserable people because they are already in company of them. They want your company. And that's why they're coming for you. That's why they're trying to break you. Because they want you to feel the same way they feel. But don't allow them to do that to you. Don't even wish bad on them. Pray for them. The best thing that we can do as humans is pray for those who don't love themselves. Because anyone who can bully another human, they're lacking love. And the first love that you can have before you love anyone else is self-love. And they simply lack it. And that's why they bully you. And that's why they target you. Because you don't. And they do. And they want what you have. But it's your birthright to be happy. It's your birthright to have joy. And all those people who are bullying you now, they will see you prosper and shine and grow into this amazing, amazing adult that God is forming you into. So don't allow those people to get into your mind, and most importantly, your heart. Because your heart is full of purity, joy, love. It's beautiful. You have the heart of God. You are the hands and feet of the Lord. And just like when the story of Jesus, when you are here to do the work for God, it's going to be a lot of people here to attack you. It's going to be a lot of people who's going to try to tear you down, and trust and believe they're going to try to get you when you're young, because they feel like if I can get them when they're young, if I can tear them down now, it's no way they can grow into this person that God has destined for them to be. It's no way that they can reach their goal. And I'm getting emotional right now talking to you guys, because I just can't help but think about the times when I had those people bully me and try to I feel like I let them rob me of everything that I had, because I went in hiding. And I'm sharing this video to let you know, don't do that. Don't go in hiding. Stand up for yourself with love and light. When someone is tearing you down, don't just drop your head. You are the star. Stand up for yourself. Speak your truth. Let them know who you are. Let them know that you are love and light. And you will not allow no darkness to enter your heart and change who you are because of who they are. If they want to be nasty and mean to other people, so be it. But you will not allow them and their negative hatred words to affect who you are and who God told you that you are called to be. You see, people want you to lower your frequency and get on their level when you are way above their level. We level up, not down. And when you allow those people to get up under your skin and change the way that you speak to people, because you may get angry from having to repeatedly deal with these people. When you let those people provoke you to go to violence like I did, they have won. Don't let them win. Understand that the Lord is here always with you, fighting your battles for you. It's no need for you to use your words of curse. It's no need for you to wish harm on no one. It's no need for you to curse no one. Give them loving words and light. Let them know who you are and whose you are at all times. Let them know it's no need to hate on me. If you're mad about something, if you want to bully me about something, take it up with my Father, the Lord. Speak those words to them and let them know. I wish I was as wise as I was when I was your age, so I could have killed them with kindness. Because you see, instead of me doing that, I ran home every day crying, telling my mom and dad how no one don't like me. And I never understood why. But as I got older, I realized because they was all jealous of me. And you're going to have a lot of people that's jealous of you, baby, because of the light that you shine. I'm telling you, it's not about, it's about that light in you. The way that God created you, the features that you have. When people see you, it irritates them because they wonder why her, why him. But the thing about God, God don't have to do no explaining to nobody. And because that's your Father, neither do you. I remember one time when I was in the 6th grade. No, I was in the 7th grade. And it got so bad. The bullying with me got so bad that I wasn't even allowed to be in the hallways with the other students. So what would happen is when the bell would ring, for those of you who are not in middle school yet, they have a bell that rings for each period, right? And they have a late bell, a tardy bell. I mean, that's the same thing. I'm sorry. They have a tardy bell and a bell that basically saying, okay, it's been so long, y'all. I probably said that wrong. But anyway, they have a tardy bell, right? So when that tardy bell went off, that bell was basically saying, okay, so if you're not in class yet, you're considered tardy. Everybody should be in class at this time. So the principal set it up for me. I wasn't allowed to be in the hallways with no other students. So all my teachers got sent the email from the principal, and the principal stated that Taisha Atkins will not be in class on time. Please do not mark her tardy. Excuse her tardiness because she is not allowed to be in the hallways with the other students. So all my teachers knew that. So basically what I had to do is I would be in the classroom when the bell rings. For the people to go switch classes, I had to stay in class. And while I was in class, um, I would still be sitting there for the net until the next class came in. So when the late bell rang, I would be still in my classroom that I was supposed to be leaving with a whole new class. And once that class come in and the late bell rang, that's when I was allowed to go to my next class. So basically, I wasn't in the hallway switching classes like everybody else was. I had to wait till everybody else got in their classrooms for me to go to my class. And the reason why the principal decided to do this is because she told my mom that it was too much of a threat for me to be in the hallways with the other students. I was too much of a threat. And I'm getting so emotional right now as I'm telling this story because I'm realizing that everything in my life happened for a reason. And I remember when you know, when I was told that and I could have been in the hallway with other people, when they couldn't mentally still tell me down in the hallways like they would try to do, they started finding other ways to tear me down. And that's when they started spreading rumors about me throughout the school. And I remember it was this rumor going around about me having inappropriate, um, doing inappropriate things with boys at the school during lunchtime, because it got to the point, y'all, that I didn't even want to go on lunch and sit with the other students because it was so many females that didn't like me that it would just be torture for me. I feel like being around them. And they would, every time they see me, they would go out their way to try to provoke me. Like, even from, how like somebody like put their two hands up and they like flinch at you like they're about to punch you or something like that. Like, they would literally do that to me in the hallways all the time, like just trying to like get under my skin, acting like they was gonna hit me and stuff like that. That's how bad it was, y'all. So like I said, I didn't want to go to lunch because of that, because I just felt like I'm not gonna go to lunch and sit around all these people who don't even like me. So I used to go to my teacher class during lunch and sit in there with my teachers. And it was this guy who liked me in middle school. And once he found out that I was, not skipping out on lunch, going eating lunch by myself, one day he decided to come with me. And when we was finished eating, we was walking out of the class. It was like a little portable that my teaching class was in. And I remember one of the a group of some of the girls seen us. And I guess, they were, everybody had a crush on this guy because he was a new student. And I had already knew him because I had went to a previous school with him the year before in the sixth grade. So me and him was already kind of cool. So when they seen me with him, that's when they spread all these rumors about me and him, that I was, doing things that I wasn't doing, because at that time I was too young to even be thinking about anything, you know, sexual or anything like that. But they seen me talking to him. I guess they got jealous because it was me. And yeah, so they spread lies about me. And it was just a very, very, like, very hurtful season in my life. And I was so young, so I didn't really, I didn't deal with it the best that that I do now. Because to this day now, I still have a lot of people who be jealous of me and envious of me. But I don't care now, because now I realize I don't need no friends. Back then, I wanted friends. I felt like an outcast, and I felt like I'm the only one who don't have friends, and I just seemed like nobody didn't like me, and I didn't understand why, because I was a nice person. But I realized it was all because of simply who I was. They were jealous of me. And when people bully you, 9 times out of 10, it's because they're jealous of you. And all those group of females who used to group up and try to bully me, y'all, no shade, but I don't even think one of them have anything going on to this day right now as we speak. And one of them, one of the main ringleader, I seen her one day, and when I tell you, she looked she looked like a crackhead. I'm gonna just keep it real. She looked like a crackhead. And another one, I seen her one day. I think I was going in Amscott to cash my check, and she was trying to be my friend. And you know what? I didn't treat her nasty. I still, I had a small, a small little conversation with as if we wasn't enemies before. Because the thing is, she was never my enemy. I was always her enemy. You see, and that's the beauty of God. When you are allowing God to radiate your light, you gonna always shine. And some of them gonna grow up, and some of them won't. But we don't worry about what they're doing. We just worry about what we doing. We just worry about that we showing up every day, shining bright, showing love and light, because that's who we are. And that's the whole point of the devil using them, because the devil is using them to get to you. They are like pawns. You are the king. You are the queen. Understand that your protection is what matters. Allow them to do whatever they're going to do to learn in the process. Let them deal with their own processing. God have put you on the pedestal where you don't even have to go through that. You understand how to treat people. You understand to treat people how you want to be treated. So when people are trying to tear you down and treat you like garbage, allow them to do that. Understand they're going through a process. They're evolving. They have to evolve a little bit more. You are so young, and you already understand that love is love. You understand that you don't have to hate on somebody and tear somebody else down to make yourself feel good. Keep that light that you have within you and shine bright every single day. And when people are teaming up on you, bullying you, like I told y'all my story, don't hide. Don't hide. When you get off that bus that morning, when you walk into that school that morning, have your head up so high. Every time you see somebody that you don't like, have a smile so big, confuse them, speak to them. Good morning. How are you today? Don't allow them to shut you up. Your light is too bright, and that's why they're attacking you at this age, because they want to diminish your light before it can even get to its capability. Your light is already shining at 100 and some degrees, but it's got 1,000 more degrees to add to it. And they're trying to prevent that light from getting that bright. They don't want that to happen, because when you can shine brighter than you are shining that light not only in your city, but you will shine that light in other cities too. They want to keep that light real dim, because they don't even want it in their own city. They feel like, why she get to get the light? Why I can't get to get the light? Let them work. Tell them to take it up with God. It ain't your problem. It ain't your problem to try to figure out what it is about you that they don't like. It ain't your problem to try to figure out why do these people keep trying to tear me down. It ain't your problem. It's your job to keep showing up with God mindset, with God hands, with God feet, with God words. The words that come out your mouth should be fruitful, not garbage. When someone says something to tear you down, you don't say something back to try to tear them down. You say something back to lift them up. We transform and transmute. We don't vibrate low for nobody. If they choose to live their life like that, let them do it. But let them know, I'm not choosing to do it. Your words ain't going to tear me down. And I'm going to still be who I was called to be by the Most High, no matter what happens. And if you want to be jealous of that and bully me about that, do what it is that you have to do. Because I'm going to continue to do what it is that I have to do, which is show up every day and allow God to work through me. Because understand that when you choose to show up as your higher self and those people are trying to dim your light and tear you down and put you down to their level, God will elevate you to higher levels. And higher levels, higher devils. But what we do, we keep shining bright. Because if God got the will, then we know we straight. And I know you're young right now. You might not understand or be worried about how things is going to play out. But trust me, if God did it for me, he would definitely do it for you. God is working in your life. And everything that's happening in your life right now will not go in vain. And all those people who try to bully you and try to tear you down right now, it's going to be one day they're going to see you in your future. Just like I am now, you're going to be doing so good in life that you're going to look back at the people, you're going to laugh at them. You're going to laugh at the fact that they try to tear you down, and you're going to understand why. Because all this was waiting for me. God got your whole life planned out with joy and laughter. When you do God's work, God will pay you back for that. So continue to show up every single day being a good person that you are. Because that's what they don't like. That's why they're targeting you. That's why they're bullying you. And like I just said a couple minutes ago when I couldn't be in the hallway, you know why I couldn't? I was a threat to them. We are threats to them. They are threatened by our success. They are threatened by our light. They was threatened by Jesus. Because Jesus had something that they know they didn't have. But instead of them trying to figure out, well, if Jesus got this from God, instead of them trying to figure out what Jesus gave, what God gave them, they was too busy worrying about what God gave Jesus, too busy being envious of what that person had. They're too envious of what you have. And the crazy part is, they say Jesus was a carpenter. And from my understanding, he came up from a family who didn't have much. But that's the beauty of God. Even when you don't have much, to those outside looking in, you have everything. Because you are everything that they could never be. You are love. And they choose to hate. So that's just like putting the oil in the water. It just don't mix. We just don't mix with those people. And we done with going back, trying to keep lifting these people up. Allow them to do the work and lift themselves. Don't worry about what they got going on. Don't worry about, oh, I wish. No. Focus on yourself. Don't worry about that. And I used to be the kind of person who I wanted everybody to love me. I wanted to save everybody. I wanted to help everybody. I wanted everybody to see, look, I'm a good person. You can be too. No. God said that ain't your job. It ain't the seasons to be trying to get people to see what God already have anointed in you to have. Focus on your own blueprint, baby. Don't worry about the enemy. And understand what, like when I heard Spirit say, it ain't even your enemies. Those are my enemies, God said. I created you. Anybody who have a problem with you have a problem with me. Let them take it up with the Most High. Don't worry about that. You keep showing up and showing out as the high vibrational person that you are. Trust in the process. Trust in the Holy Spirit. And understand that if they mock and try to break down Jesus, what makes you think they won't do it to you? Take it as a privilege. Take it as an honor. And let them know, I thank you for letting me know that it's something about me that you want. Because anybody who's willing to tear another person down, that's because they don't have the love for themselves. So they try to get everybody else to not have the same. And when you choose to argue with another person, you are simply choosing to lower your vibration. Do not allow any human being or entity or anything make you feel less than what God has called you to be. you show up every day with the light of greatness, even in the midst of darkness. Because the only way darkness can flee is by cutting on the light. And what that darkness is trying to get you to do is flee. Because they don't want to flee. They want you to flee. But understand that it is your birthright to shine and to feel free, and liberated in the joy and happiness that God has anointed and blessed you with. Your happiness is a gift from God. And when you allow people who are not happy make you unhappy, you are allowing them to take away your gifts that God has blessed you and anointed you with. So understand that when someone is bullying you, the best thing that you can do for that person is pray for them. And thank God for the light that radiate off you. Because if you didn't have any light that was radiating off you, wouldn't nobody be worrying about you. Understand, you are the star. And when you are a star, you're going to be seen. And you're going to be known. And you're going to be heard about. And you're definitely going to be talked about. Rather it's good or bad, it don't even matter. The only thing that matters is that you show up every single day and become the star and be that star that you are destined and called to be. So I'm going to end this video with that. I love you guys so very much. And if anybody, that's dealing with anything, leave a comment below. If it's anything you guys want me to speak on, I've been through a lot in my life. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to share my experience, to help other people grow, to help other people see that you are not alone, and also to show how much God has been so connected to my life, from a child to now as an adult, that I'm seeing things in a different light. And I love to share my stories, because I feel like it's some kids out there who may be like I used to be, feeling like life is so hard right now, and then I just want to give up now. But I hear God keep saying, don't give up, because just like God did for me, changed my whole. I feel like my story is like Cinderella. I feel like my story is a Cinderella story, y'all. And I always think to myself, if I would have killed myself, though, all those years ago when I was 13, 12 years old, I would have never experienced half the things I experienced today. And my life has been so blessed that it kills me sometimes just to think about the fact that I try to take all this away, because I allow other people to get into my head and make me feel like it wasn't worthy of me to still be here. Nor did I think that people would even care if I left. But I had to learn to care. I had to learn to care. Because understand that sometimes all you have is yourself and God. And when those people try to tear you down, you got to be strong enough and have a strong enough mind to understand that God positioned me here, just like the tree. I may move a little bit with the wind, but I ain't going nowhere. Be steady in the storm. Steady in the storm. And understand, just like that tree, we need that tree for oxygen. So although you may go through some seasons that push you back and forth and make you a little wet and a little dry, and sometimes it ain't going to feel comfortable, sometimes it's going to feel great, understand, everything is a process. But when that process is finished and that harvest has hatched, honey, you will be thankful for every single thing that you've been through, especially the dark days, because those dark times, those times that you got bullied and you felt like crap, that's what's going to make you who you are. That's what's going to give you your value and your respect for others, and you're going to blossom. So remember, allow yourself to reflect. Feel your emotions, but don't allow those emotions to take over who you are. Don't allow those emotions to make you feel bitter and angry at those people, because you remember, you are the light. So don't let them dim your light. Keep shining bright, because God has something for you. And that's why you going through so much, because you will be a diamond one day to this world. And the only way to create a diamond is to apply pressure. I love you so very much, guys. And like I said, if it's anything that you guys want me to talk about or speak on, drop a comment below and let me know. And until next time, I love you guys so very much.